dating was not a thing. Dating was actually a neighborhood group effort. There were families at one point. You couldn't get to a girl without going through her daddy, her brothers, the neighbor, the co-workers. So what I believe has happened is that as they continue to divide the sexes, where divorce is at an all-time high, whether women got their independence, whatever you may call it, families have been dismantled.
Who do we think changed first, or who do we think who do we think changed first, men or women?
Change in regards to what?
So I'm pretty sure men have always wanted women, but like now it's like, yo, we I guess in the past you would marry a woman, I would think, right? And then you would just like maybe occasionally you would like maybe cheat. But I guess now these days it's like, yo, we can just fuck as many women as we want and then get married. So like I'm trying to think like what changed first. Like did men start getting crazy while fucking everybody, and then eventually women caught up, or
feminism changed?
No, it did not. Women changed because of capitalism. I really want us to stop blaming feminism for what capitalism did. We throw around femininity and feminism so haphazardly, and we don't take into account that the dynamic between men and women changed when capitalism changed everything. When feminists fought to work, because they had been trying, they wanted to work, they wanted to have their own bank accounts, they wanted to do that for a long time. And what is the number one thing that this country is about?
Taxes.
Money. Yeah. And so if in fact they didn't see value in putting women in the workforce to make more money, then women would never have been allowed that. We were only allowed because they saw value in the fact that we could put into the economy, that capitalism could thrive even more with women in the workforce and gaining our independence. It wasn't because they wanted to give us our independence. It is because they only wanted to use us for money. So when women gained their independence and we started standing on our own, we got to choose what relationship dynamic we could have. And so women changed first, but women changed because of capitalism, not because of feminism.
Capitalism is like the big boss, like the crime boss. Feminism is the hitman that big boss hired to go attack families.
I can agree with that.
Do that to increase their tax base. What was also planned, which is well documented for anybody that can read above a 6th grade level. So I wouldn't expect the hanging bitches in the chat to get this. The attack wasn't just for the tax base. It was also to prove that women were they knew that only if they're going to make more money, they would spend more of their money. So they would be the ones earning their paychecks and going and blowing that shit. And if you look at today, black women alone they have more money and spending power. And if you add that, if black women spending was a country, they'd be the 15th largest country in the world by them fucking selves. That's what happened.
Have phones made people more available but less present?
Yes.
I think yes.
Unless it's a flip phone.
A dumb phone, as they call them.
Yeah, if you got a flip phone, no. But if you got a smartphone, yeah.
Okay. Did convenience kill romance?
No. Fuck no. I don't think it's the quality of women did. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not going to be outside of modern bitches' windows with a boombox singing in the fucking rain. Like, that's not what you don't do that for these types of women we have today. We did that for those back in the day, like that, I guess in our moms in them age. Like the ones we got today, you just take these hoes to Chipotle and buy them some Takis or something. Like, we don't have to go do all of that romantic shit for these women because, again, these women have been fucking for free since they were 16. And now you think that we supposed to pay a fee to get the same pussy you was giving the nigga that was going upside your head or worked at fucking Waffle House. But now I gotta pay a fee to fuck you, girl. Kiss my ass. Like that's what most men have to deal with right now.
You say why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?
No, why buy the cow when you can go get the milk and some more meat for free? Like that's it's crazy. Like y'all want us to go pay a full price for half a cow, or a cow that can't produce milk, or a cow, you know what I'm saying, it's got fucking, you're saying it's got some type of mucous membrane issue and it's just shitting out green stuff. Like y'all want us to pay full price for dollar store fucking women, and we just not doing it.
Yeah, like we was talking about the girl earlier. I don't know, man. I think that the romance aspect is really just determined by how much the man is into this woman. Because you would catch a extra stripper with a nigga in love trying to lay out, like he'll be at the strip club talking about he in love, laying out roses and trying to seduce her in the same way that somebody else might operate with a virgin. I think the post that he pulled up kind of was speaking to that when he was saying like men is still suckers for love, or men are still romantic. We suckers for love still. I still think, it just, you get, I've heard some crazy ass stories. I'm like, bro, how the fuck did you let this happen? And the only way is love. Like, it's no other way. Like, yeah. I don't know. Unless you just broke and poor and have to stay with her for living, why is you getting beat up by women and all this extra shit I be hearing? Like, you had to be in love. You had to be you had to be at a point where reason and rationale no longer were your motivating force. So shit is coming from love. I don't know another place that it come from. I don't think he was that afraid. She only got, I don't know. Maybe
our firmware, our firmware hasn't updated yet. Like Marcus, you said something like 10 minutes ago that I think was key, and I think Bo kind of, added to it. But dating was not a thing. Dating was actually a neighborhood group effort. There were families at one point. You couldn't get to a girl without going through her daddy, her brothers, the neighbor, the co-workers. So what I believe has happened is that as they continue to divide the sexes, where divorce is at an all-time high, whether women got their independence, whatever you may call it, families have been dismantled. Like, how many of y'all really ever met a girl's daddy, like regularly, constantly?
But before you fucked her.
Yeah, exactly. So that, I think, is one of the biggest things that's really changed, because dating, in my opinion, is still a new concept. If you really look at relationships, we've always been in pursuit of marriage. Marriage also was a group thing. Dating was never a thing. You can go back historically. People didn't date. 6-month rule, 3-month. That is a new concept. And I think TV has been a huge influence on the ideals of young ladies, assuming that this is how you pursue love. This is how you pursue relationships. You get cute. He does the gestures. So everybody got the gestures down. We're perfect at that. But what they don't teach is the follow-up. When you guys hook up, click up, and actually make this thing official. Well, how are you supposed to show up now? And that's where it all falls apart. That's why I say it's sprinters in a sense. Everybody perfect. Even I think the young lady said it, Juicy. Everybody perfect up front. Like, they give you your best and they switch it up. I just think that that's what's been bred, because y'all are not requiring real relationships. It doesn't take that anymore. If he cute enough, go ahead.
I just want to ask a follow-up question, and this is just, I want to get you guys' perspectives. I'm sure there's no right or wrong answer, but maybe it might be able to help somebody. So we're older now, and I'm pretty sure that, unfortunately, some people's fathers have passed away, and they may not necessarily have males around like they used to. So what would you suggest a woman do? Let's just say she's listening right now and she's gotten it all wrong, and now she wants to maybe get on the right path. Like, what would you suggest she do if she's in a situation like that?
Ask that again. My bad.
If the father has passed away, there's not too many males around. Like, who should the woman take that man to? Or like, how does she kind of navigate through that if she doesn't really have a male figure?
She can't.
sometimes niggas be hounds. So it's hard to like recommend it because like if she like really nice, if she beautiful, and
If
what
she
you say,
had-
the pastor, the basketball, like the niggas, she beautiful. I don't know.
if she has
You
a
should be
healthy
a family member.
if she got a healthy relationship with her kid's father, she should take him to him. But if she doesn't, I mean, then again, she's fucked. Like she should just focus on being what the men she want for themselves, and she won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, or just make everybody wait, you know, and that'll do a decent job at kind of, you know, filtering out some people.